Hello and welcome to Business Today. I'm Siddharth Zarabi, and with me today a very special guest on this C-suite spotlight conversation, the recently appointed chairman of India's largest banking institution, the State Bank of India, Mr. C.S. Setty. He's been in the top job at SBI for over 4 months, but I must tell you, he's a SBI veteran, has spent over 3.5 decades in this bank. Very warm welcome to Business Today, Mr. Setty, and congratulations.
Thank you.
I know your first 4 months have been busy, and I want to therefore just start by getting you to tell our viewers about what kind of priorities have you been following after you hit the ground running as chairman.
Thank you, Siddharth, for having me on your show. Yes, I think it's, though you have been a lifer in State Bank of India, 36 years you spent, but being a chairman of the largest institution in financial services is a great honor and also a greater responsibility. So it's a mix of continuity and change for me, in the sense that, I've been part of this board for the last 4 years, which means that many things what we collectively have been doing as management, some of these initiatives will continue in terms of digitalization, in terms of increased focus on the financial inclusion, and what we have done in terms of SME. That I think would continue to be pursued by me. But what additionally I would like to do essentially is that how do we build on our network? How do we build on the digital capabilities what we invested in and bring the consistency in our performance and increase the productivity of the both digital channels as well as branch channel, and more importantly create a resilience in our operations. These are broader themes, but there are a lot of sub-themes in it. So to get this idea of consistency, productivity and resilience across the bank, we have initiated, myself as well as 4 managing directors working with me, have undertaken the largest staff outreach program ever attempted in SBI. Physically, we are going to what is called zonal offices and meeting very critical components of our machinery, that is branch managers. 22,500 branches we have. We have more than 500 regional offices, more than 100 zonal offices, 17 local head offices. We are trying to meet everyone and convey the same theme on the consistency, productivity and resilience.
It almost sounds like a padayatra. You are going to be on a campaign across the
we are not going by foot. And I think this was important because I think many a time people ask me that the bank is in a good shape, is the highest profit-making bank in the country. In fact, highest profit-making company in the country. So what is that inflection point we are looking? What is next for us? In fact, we called this outreach program, in my view, appropriately as Next Leap. What is next leap for this bank?
Right.
So this outreach program is also aimed at getting the feedback from the ground that what else we need to do as a bank, both in terms of serving our customers better,
right,
and creating the value for our stakeholders, whether it is shareholders, employees, government, regulators. I think these are the common themes which we are talking to them and also getting the feedback from them.
It's quite interesting, Mr. Setty, that you're going down this path, if I may say that, because this conversation, and I must inform our viewers as well, comes after a very high-powered jury headed by former Minister of State for Finance, Mr. Jayant Sinha, and many others actually have selected and awarded the State Bank of India, India's Best Bank in Innovation Award. And I guess viewers would want to understand that if the award is for innovation, which means digitalization and newer ways of reaching the customer, you're also talking about expanding your physical reach, I believe, more branch expansion. How does this work together and what is the strategy behind strengthening the physical presence as well as the digital part of your business?
See, we have currently about 500 million customers and hugely diversified customers as a reflection of Indian diversity. We have, extremely wealthy, high net worth individual in our customer base, and also a zero balance account holder in fact, we normally start the journey with zero balance in many of the rural areas, just to bring them into the banking system. So this diversified customer base need to be served both physically and digitally. And our physical presence is unparalleled. We have around 22,500 branches today. But we also have done an extensive market study, micro market study. We found that there are certain gaps. The newly developed townships or new emerging colonies where everyone wants to have an SBI branch. So we are looking at a potential business opportunity in these areas and going for the physical branch network.